Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's great hit! Oh, another save.
Mbappe clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And that's gone loose. Ronaldinho. Can he finish? There it is! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good take in a good area. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe! Thuram did well to stay calm there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pinches it off him. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now the finish! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So that's two. In with a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Messi. That has been slung wide. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe. And here's Suarez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... Has a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Mbappe. Oh, what a pass! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He can get that clear. Ruben Dias, over to the left. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Bellingham. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Always onto this. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Bale. And he can clear it away. They get a throw in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 20 vai ser substituído pelo jogador
Messi.
camisa 11.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Mbappe. Chance for the header! Yes! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well.
It's Luis Suarez! And they win it back again. Luis Suarez. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bale. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And here's Suarez. Yeah. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. It's a lovely, neat pass. Could
んよんよ
Ronaldinho. He is through here. Nice interception, well timed. Yeah.
Público presente
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a great pick out.
71.649
Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot. It's there. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, perfectly measured that. And the... Luis Suarez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Well, that had the makings of something quite...
ダイヤ行った
It's whistled out into nothing. He's got away. Big chance! He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
「ミートくんだよ
Luis Suarez. Pull it. That's headed upfield. Oh, that was vital.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Short changes him with that pass. And pull it! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
しかとねえしかと
ずっとミュートでしたわ。全然ダイヤ行ってないっすよ。なんでやねんお前。ああ気持ち悪い。
嘘つきやん。余裕とか言って W。
いやでもそこそこ持ったんすけどね。頑張る気にもならなくてやめちゃったっす。
Interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Rummenigge, pull it.
そういう時もあるよ。
はい。
W。
Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
やば終わったくせー。
Let's drop her.
なんでファールなんそれ。どこがどこら辺がファールか教えてくれや。
Brazil have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Ronaldinho. He's been picked out. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, well played, well played. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision.
おれい。
And they are cruising away.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Looking here to chip it through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper. Deftly away. And that is is that. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents.
もう目の前だな。
今どんなもんでした？全然見てなかったですねと。
1790。
マジ？じゃあこの試合やん。
嘘業務。
なんやねん。腹立った今の。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has
なんか
aroused
眩しいなこれ。
instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture as always. One of Asia's
1710だったよ。
おお、でもそこそこ。わお、ヤンコレル久々に見たな。ですよね。やばすぎ。いやマジか。ついてけついてけ。いやマジお前フィジカルチンポコやん。豆腐かよ。
Certainly could have and should have made more of that.
あーやべ、フリットの方か。マジお前。終わってるわ。 おお、すごいな。
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no
終わ
rush
っ
to
て
see the
る。
replay on this.
Good read, needed to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pull it.
なにこれ。
And he looked every bit the keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. So, third quarter of the game. They've played it short.
うわ、終わった。 すごいフルパ欲してくるやん。
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
まあゲームの中ぐらいね、生きらせてあげないとね。
Broken through. It's 1-0. Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Mbappe. Let's make sure that's not getting through. And a shot! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to
なん
the
か
game.
やばいんだけど、この試合だけ。さっきの試合と全然違う。勘弁して。
Tails most definitely up now.
Vieira cuts it out.
全部カクカクする。なんで急にさっきあんなに普通だったのに
Lose out here, not against this opponent. Araujo makes the interception. And here's Pullet.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Rower Reds get their fourth quarter. Messi!
はぁ、やばすぎだろ今の。
To the lead once more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Aims beyond the defence. Vieira cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Collar proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Turan.
すごいなこいつ。
Araujo. Busquets. We are into overtime. It's Vieira. That's Busquets.
やばすぎ。なんでこんな急に。
Three brings the first half to a close. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides. Neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to
Yeah.
adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
徹底してるね。かっこいいぜ、勝ちにこだわってんの。
Pull it. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rower Reds applying the press here, a high press.
はあ、
Yeah, we see this
それも取れないのは江口だね。
It does demand an awful lot of
2
and of course the
人で
discipline because
やってんの
it
に
has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
And there are so much of them, but of course the returns could be terrific. They're up to 5 corners now. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Besson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Made out to the left flank. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got away. Messi is there to clear. That's been won straight back. Not yet. Bale.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Vieira gets over and intercepts.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing, that's just playing it safe and simple. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Pass is just off target.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Valverde.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There will be a throw-in. Busquets. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Coming on the field, number 6.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
だから
Up he goes!
Substitution in progress.
Thuram gets it clear.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's a shade optimistic. Running strong and purposeful. Rummenigge distributed tidily. Pull it. Rummenigge. And the shot!
マジ
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that interception was most
Ha
necessary.
ha.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland is onto it in a flash. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Ernest.
え
Now then, the ball's come loose. Vieira. But it's Pirlo. Now it's Pullet. Oh, Rummenigge!
ー、オッケー
He scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
2 added minutes has been
All
indicated.
square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And that's a superb pass.
お
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Yeah.
And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. There they go, hunting again. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Bale. Bale. Oh, is it? And the finish! He can get that clear. And it's Bale.
いや、それでノックオン出ねえのやべえな。マジ？今ので取れないことあんのかよ。は？えぐ。やばすぎ。ああ、終わった。
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
はあ？さっきから何なんだよこいつ。おお、誰にカーソル合ってんだおい。股抜き。
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Bale. Bellingham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Pull it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Smartly reclaimed. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's got away. He's got the shot away. He's scored. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah.
To be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bale is in a really good position out wide. Not yet. Good read, needed to be. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. It's Turan. Nedved. It's a good spell of possession, this. Toliyasu. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific.
いや。
Cleared without hesitation. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Thuram. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. That's Nedved. Kaká. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge. We hit half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No reported change to either side during the break. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rummenigge. Nedved. Mbappe. Bellingham. Nedved. It's Nedved. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's not got that quite right. And it's Gullit. That looks a good ball through. He's certainly onside here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yeah. Rummenigge. Here's Nedved. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rummenigge has created one goal already. There's the hit!
うわー、いく。
And that was his 20th goal for this team. That really was a thing of beauty. Curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to...
Decent hit!
オッケー。
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Can he put it away? And he thumps it clear. Ronaldinho. That is great defending, so alert. Corner number 2 then. Milan are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turns out that that was not the case. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Kaká. Real chance! The movement so precise. The finish, sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
なんで
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equalizer.
いやー、それ取れないのやばくね。
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
いや、なんでやねん。誰がそんなとこ出すねん。
Rafael Leao. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day. If you were looking, Rafael Leao, it's and the shot.
はぁお前、マジかよ。はぁ。
Well, that is one
はぁお前やばすぎだろ。
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's a sharp little ball here. And Messi!
いや、決めろよ。
Messi was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
いや、さっきの決めてればもう勝負ついたで。はぁで、中途半端なパスね。死ねばいいのに。はぁお前舐めてんのかよ。
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Now it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Engages and forces him off the ball. Anthony. Pullet is flagged offside. Jordi Alba.
危ねえ。
To the goalkeeper. We are into stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity.